Hello everybody, this is Fearmy Games here with the next part of the Guild Wars Prophecies playthrough. We have arrived at the Iron Mines of Moladune. And you may see that I am actually having a signature capture on my bar once again, and I just dropped that, oopsies. The reason why the signature capture is because I remembered, and I double checked just to be sure before I start the video, that the inside the Iron Mines of Moladune is where I will find the Elite Skill Energy Search. So I want to signature capture that bad boy ASAP. That way I can get ready for having a domination set as well. I think having that diversity would be quite nice, but for now we're going to run primary illusion magic with a little bit of domination magic thrown in that we're running currently. So I don't really think there's anything I like a bit more than what I already have, though I can always double check. I could do Phantom Pain, which honestly seems like a pretty nice skill, I'm not going to lie, because the fact that it gives them deep wound when it ends, which is quite nice. Arcane Conundrum is probably good against enemy casters, especially when we want to interrupt them. We've been having some problems with enemy mages doing that. See, Fragility. I don't really know how many conditions our group applies, so I'm a little bit not sure if I'm going to get much use out of Fragility. I guess Mox does apply a pretty steady amount of conditions, so I guess maybe I will change up my build somewhat. It'd be a bit different from what it is, but I mean, that's not a bad thing. Let's see. What target moves slower, you can see energy. I'm honestly thinking of trying to throw in some of these skills here, because I like it. Though I love my domination skills, especially some of these ones. But maybe I'll swap out empathy for fragility and see how that works out for damage-wise. Because empathy, like, I might do if I don't see much use from clumsiness at this point for this mission, I will probably just swap out clumsiness, because I have noticed clumsiness getting a little less effective over time. So it looks like it's White Mantle Zealots and versus Stone Summits, guys, it looks like. These guys are dying faster than I can tell if my abilities are being useful. I mean, these guys are dying pretty fast, so I'm hopeful that this is a good sign. But we're now currently taking on multiple groups of enemies now, so hopefully it's gonna be a-okay. Hey, buddy. Do not appreciate what you're trying to do to me. I don't appreciate someone trying to murder me. It's not okay. It's not okay. On the bright side, we're kind of cutting through these bad boys now. Damn giant sub, you can't run away! You have crippling anguish! Aha, sucker! Get ripped. So, let's see, that looks like it's just a forge, so I guess we'll keep going along this route here. I don't really know what this mission entails, but well, let's see actually. It's a mission objectives. Find the seer. Kill Marcus and his Jade Armor guards. Marcus was the betrayer, if I remember correctly. Gonna cast that Fragility. 17 damage. So it did at least do some damage here. So that's good. Well, that hasn't been useless. Yeah, Fragility is definitely a very reliable damage skill. He's dead now. The Jade Armor might not be as effective against, mostly due to the fact that the Jade Armor does not really suffer from as many conditions as others do. Thankfully, it's not going to cast Spectral Agony on me, I hope. Ah! Focus fire on the Elementalist. Show no mercy. Good, it's dead now. But no, but I was too late. It was too late. There's agony already. Thankfully, I lived just barely. I thought I was dead for a moment there. Apparently, when I was actually looking up what I need, what the bonus was for this mission so I can prepare for it, I did find... You bastard. I will interrupt everything you hope to do with your life. I'm dead. But at least I killed that bastard. Res me! Res me! Ah! Resurrect people, or at least heal people! We're all gonna... No! We're not gonna wipe already. Damn you, elementalist! And your... I'll be back. I'll be back. This is so pathetic. Hello, everybody. We're back. We barely won this fight here. I focused fire the Mursaat elementalist as best I could, and we won. Barely. I died in that fight, but thankfully I got resurrected instead of one of the healer henchmen being resurrected, and I was able to fall back slightly, get some de-aggro, and then with the assistance of Mox, we were able to finish off the Jades that were left. Actually, she's probably really raising Littlethorn. Yeah. Like, as I was casting, I was like, she's probably resing him, isn't she? Yeah. There we go, she's got him now. Got her now, actually. Reina's female, human female. So let's see. Can I go down that way? I guess we'll just follow the road. I don't know how safe following the road is, but we will find out, I guess. I mean, otherwise, we might just want to go... Can we go down that way, actually? Because this looks like a lot of jade bows and Mursaat. Let's see if this is a way we can go down there. The less I have to do with the Mursaat, the better. That's my view, philosophy, at least. Let's see. Let's see. It looks like we can go down here. Hopefully, it's a actually frozen river instead of a icy river. Because we can't walk on an icy river, we can't walk on a frozen river. Well, I guess even if it was not frozen, parts of it has land to it, I guess. So we got Tundra Giants, eh? Pretty cool looking dudes. Like, honestly, there's so many interesting enemies that I forget about from Guild Wars 1 that do not exist in Guild Wars 2, and I think that's a bit disappointing. I feel like the enemies are, like, have a lot less imagination to them in Guild Wars 2, I feel. Just like looking at these Tundra Giants, man. Like when I remember the giants from Kryta, those guys look pretty dang cool. These guys are also looking pretty cool. They have like tusks and they have like those. They have more of a wooden aesthetic, a little bit more like a primitive kind of giant than their counterparts of Kryta, which seem to be wearing armor. Mox, why are you going away from them? Damn your retribution. Let's see, so, we can try this way, I guess. Hopefully everyone's day is going swell. My day so far started off nicely. Before I record the video, woke up, made some breakfast, watched an episode of anime, and then showered, and now I am here. And then not too long, I'm going to be going on a hike with my girlfriend. Hopefully we'll be nice and enjoyable. Get out of the house. Usually, weekend I like to stay home, but I actually never get to do that anyway, so it's like... Better going on a hike than doing the laundry today, which I'll have to do laundry anyways today or tomorrow. But felt like I'm going to be staying inside if I don't. Yeah, Mox is definitely a pretty nice combination. If I had even more guys who inflict conditions on him, this would be even better for fragility. Since Mox, every time he uses a lead skill, at least applies bleeding, and if he has a dwarvish enchantment on him, oh my. No! Damn it. All of these stuns, man. I should say knockdowns. Die, you filthy giants, die! Get wrecked, scrub. Crushing blow. These guys wield maces then. Well, I guess I mean they don't. There is no maces actually in Guild Wars. You know what I mean. Oh, actually they wield stones, but they wield them as if they're like hammers, I guess. There we go. Nice and easy. That is not actually a tunnel like I thought it was, so I guess this way. Improve sale value. Otherwise, nothing useful there. Every time Mox uses Wounding Strike, which happens every 3 seconds, it will proc my Fragility. Twice, actually. Once when it starts, and then second time when it happens. However, the bleeding lasts quite a long time, so it at most will proc 2 times. And just do the, like in terms of the end, like minimum. Just because the fact that the end spot is 17 seconds and my thing lasts 18 seconds, so let's say they get applied at the same time. The first proc, gets initiated would be then, and then the end proc would be 17. But thankfully, because Mox usually uses it every 3 seconds or so, that's every 3 seconds is 17 points of damage, plus whenever anybody else inflicts a condition on them. And I believe bleeding and deep wound being applied is considered 2 separate conditions being applied, so it actually will gives me I'm gonna go this way. There's a lot of enemies right there right now, so I think it means that it's even better because it's suddenly 34 points of damage instead of just 17, which is awesome. You might as well do these. I guess it's so someone aren't daring to attack right now. They're a little bit too nervous. So I guess we will murder them instead. And he's dead. Okay. So the siege ice golems. Let me wait a moment to regenerate some energy. I am less than half. I have a bad habit of going into battle not fully prepared for it. Ouch. Why do you randomly run away from me and then come back? Why do you keep doing this? And I'll hurt, you assholes. You're fucking giant stomp. Just die already. They have been running around like their heads cut off or something. Like, I mean, that's what I'm trying to do to them, but it doesn't mean that that's how they should be running around. That ruins fun. The more they run. Like, these guys are like trying to continue their route or something that they were on, but they're also in the middle of battle, so they aggro and de-aggro. That's kind of weird. Hey, I'm trying to murder you. At least respect me enough to look at me as I murder you. Jeez. enemies are rude, people. These enemies are rude. I do like the look of this area. It's pretty cool. Ooh, there's a boss, but it's like a warrior boss. What is he gonna cast? I say cast, what he's gonna use. He's not a magic user, so he doesn't cast anything. Oh, there's a siege weapon here. Cleave, so he's in the cleave boss. Apparently, I'm gonna go back actually now. I'm gonna run back and go around. It's like that way. It looks like the only way to destroy the siege equipment is to go up and around. So that's what I'm gonna do. Healers, run faster, you slowpoke. She's stopping to heal people, which I appreciate, but also it's like you're good just staying in the line of fire longer. So it looks like this way was the way to the stage of the siege equipment. So that's what I'm going to do. It does look like the ranger henchman has the poison arrow preparation skill, or at least inflicts poison. Because I definitely saw poison being applied to that target. See, it's white mantle engineers have taken over this little siege equipment here. But that's not the. But there's another white mantle engineer over there. But it looks like I probably won't be able to kill him. Blast him. None of that now. Just in the area, Okay, I was gonna say like adjacent. That was definitely not adjacent over there, but that's area. Okay, that makes a bit more sense. Let's see, what happens if I use this? Does it do anything cool like the last time? No. Did nothing cool. Wait. That wasn't me, was it? I don't think that was me. I don't think that was me, so let's go this way. Mom! The floor is glitching over here. Mom! That's just where the ice isn't quite frozen, okay? And now this allows us to bypass that siege equipment essentially right there. And by bypass, I mean my NPCs are gonna get all hurt by it. This feels profoundly not safe. I'm gonna wait here for a moment because this seems to be a safe spot and let my henchies heal. And for my healer henchmen to focus on healing to catch up a little bit too. Why are you walking? Why are you walking? Let's go down this way. This might be a safe spot. That or it's area of our doom. Hopefully it's a safe spot. There's one guy over here. I wonder if that's another siege engineer guy. Oh, it's a boss. Slonok Copperbark. Dwarven battle stance. I think it's not the first time we encountered Dwarven battle stance in the Stones of it, but I could be wrong. Should have cast fragility on this guy. I'm gonna do it now. Skull of Rampage is inside. I do notice that I don't have as much attributes as I should, which means that I need to find. I know that there's a side quest that's supposed to give me the attribute points, and because of the fact that I don't have said attribute point, I must have missed the side quest, What I'm going to look up is after this video is I'm going to look up what the side quest is, so that way I can get the attribute done. So I know it's not the villainy of Galrath, at least by itself. The villainy of Galrath at least doesn't say gives me. It would say gives me an attribute point. I know that the factions has one in. I forget what the name is now. It's like some kind of harbor area, the same harbor area where you leave Noob Island, or aka Shinji Island, and you leave for Caning, mainland Kantha. That I know that's the point where you you talk to the Kirin and you get your skill, you got your point quest there. But I don't remember where it is in Prophecies though. Well, because by the time I start playing this little campaign and the character where I beat every campaign in, she was from Nightfall. And I think Nightfall makes it pretty simple to get your attribute points. But I could be misremembered. But you know, like I feel like, you know, each campaign almost had a different design philosophy. Prophecy's design philosophy was, you know, grab them, keep their attention for long enough for us to release the next expansion kind of thing, and has the beginnings of PvP with the different arenas and stuff like that that they have here. So I know, like, basically, as my friend Nihilus likes to say, up in the door or something. As my friend Nihilus would say, is that Guild Wars 1 was designed as a PvP game, and then the PvE was supposed to be the tutorial to get into PvP, which I did lots of PvP, so I think it succeeded in that respect. It was fun. Well, it lasted. Now it's not really a thing anymore. Unless you're in a big enough group where you can grab people. But now but there is some endgame PvE content. For example, like, honestly, I want to try sometime down like doing that underworld thing that we found at the Tomb of Primeval Kings, because that's different from the underworld, the underworld. So I'm kind of curious to see what's in the end of that. Because I don't remember ever doing that, so it'd be kind of cool to do it. I think at least. Let's see, where are we now? I have no idea how far this goes. Oh, apparently there's a siege attack, so we better just keep on running. Yeah, there's Mursaat over there, so just keep running. Just keep swimming, just keep swimming, just keep swimming, swimming. Blessed Griffins, they're probably, I was about to say they're probably monks. Yeah, look at all those damage numbers popping up from Fragility. That definitely does a nice amount of damage. Hiccups. And also, one thing I love about this is that it only costs me 5 energy and has 5-second recharge. It seems like a very loaded skill. Very good skill. You say something, I say. Might as well interrupt that spell. They're about to smite my hex? How dare they smite my hex? My hexes are for you to enjoy, you filthy griffin. Filthy. Not even a plushy griffin. Just a normal griffin. Get good. I wonder where this boss, this Mesmer boss, who's supposed to give me my lead skill is. I wonder if it's one of these guys. I know that guy's a monk boss by the looks of things. Oh yeah, while I was grabbing this capture signal off video, I also grabbed arcane mimicry because I figured that'd be a fun one to eventually start making use of. So this guy's Signet of Judgment. I think we've already encountered a Signet of Judgment boss already, if I remember correctly. I think he's also in the open world. That was rude. You may try getting a retribution, but I'm getting my retribution for you knocking me down so rudely. Some people. I just, like, out of instinct, just was like, interrupt that. And thankfully it actually interrupted something. Die, you filthy azure shadow. Goes to show that you're just a shadow of your former self. Yeah. I do love my puns and my dad jokes. They're awesome. I have the most fun kind of comedy. Oops. That time I actually intended to do Conjure Phantasm and I accidentally clicked, I had accidentally clicked my Cry Frustration. I guess I deserved it. More of these azure shadows just keep on popping up. There we go. Yeah, very much was right on that one. These guys are all just coming out of the woodwork. Hey, look, there's the seer we've been looking for, I think.
Come in. I've been expecting you.
Who are you?
I have traveled far and waited many long years to help you fulfill the Flame Seeker prophecies. What matters is that I am here to help you.
She's weird.
We're listening.
By now, you have realized that the Mursaat cannot be defeated with the tools you now possess.
Yes. Go on.
For centuries, my kind has fought the Mursaat. I know the rituals that can give you at least some protection from their agonizing touch.
And you will perform these rituals for us?
Yes!
But why? Why help us?
Because if the prophecies are to be believed, you will do what my entire race could not. You are going to destroy the Mursaat.
What would you have us do?
In a cave to the east lies a bestial creature made from malice and shade. This creature has a natural defense against the magics of the Mursaat. Bring me the spectral essence of this beast, and I will infuse its protections into your armor.
Is it a moth monster? At least that's what it kind of gives me the impression of. It's kind of like a moth or some kind of like thing like that. This kind of makes me think of. So I must kill the enemy, which I think it says east of here. So I think this way. And this, if I remember correctly, oh hey, it's the mess. No, but he's a illusionary weapon. I already have a every weapon. I don't suppose you happen to have both of them. See, so I'm gonna do real fast. Balasai the Arcane. Where are you, Balasai? No, he's a Mursaat. He's a Mursaat. So basically, if I wanted to find him, I'd have to risk my life and limb to hunt him down. Well, hopefully this infused stuff can happen, and maybe if I have time, I will hunt him down. The Eidolon. Kill the Eidolon is our mission. Where's the other Azure that hit me with the Signet of Judgment? Is it down below? I think that's probably what. Yep, it was down below. Mox teleported to him. Well, I say him, but it's a ghost. It's kind of hard to tell. It's also like a monster's ghost too, so it's like even harder to tell. I would just say, assume it's a, as my time online has taught me, assume it's a he unless told otherwise. That's what my gaming life has told me. Taught me. I had plus 10 morale boost. I like that. So this guy, if you were a Mesmer boy, this is how you might get mist form, apparently. I'm not sure if it's the first time you countered a boss with mist form, but hey, it's one place of getting it. I'm gonna real quick click in here. So, let's see. So, according to the wiki, the boy, who's actually a Mursaat, has through 4 different spawn potential 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 different potential spawn locations where he could be. What other bosses have energy surge that might be a little bit less annoying? Apparently, there's another boss in Thunderhead Keep. Well, I don't know how far away that is that we can get it. I mean, I'm not in a hurry anymore to get energy surge since I already have, you know, crippling anguish. I feel like we're probably near the end of the mission anyway. It's like, do I really want to do this extra work? Let me see. Let me see if I can. I'm kind of confused. Anyways, there's supposed to be a bonus somewhere in the mission, but I haven't seen the bonus yet. So it might honestly be where I don't want to go. Does that mean I'm now infused? It's now infused. We can now survive spectral agony, at least somewhat. Thank you, seer. Whatever you may be. Actually, what happens if I try talking to the seer? I'm kind of curious. Oh, I think the bonus might actually be in that dangerous area. You have no more armor I can fuse. You are not now even footing with the Mursaat. May luck be on your side in the coming fight. How long has this video been? Already 34 minutes. So what I think I'm going to do is, because I really want that bonus, I think I'm going to come from the north side of the map and go south into enemy territory, hunting down my target and for that bonus. Their monk, unfortunately, did not aggro with them. Well, I say unfortunately. I say unfortunately for them, it did not aggro with them, which means now it's a pretty easy slaughter of those 2 boils. And now you can see it cast Spectral Agony, but nobody insta-died. Perfect. Perfect. That's what I like to see. Dead Mursaat, but no dead me's or my allies. So I'm gonna assume Monk is the heal. Oh wait, that's why Mantle Priest. Never mind. I thought that's a from a, that's a Mursaat Priest, but I was kind of reading Mursaat Monk and then seeing Mursaat and then White Mantle Priest. I'm like, ah, what's the difference there? But no, no difference. Well, I guess there is more of a difference. 10. You know what I mean? Okay. Did you come back to life, or did we not actually kill you? Oh, there's 2 of them. There's 2 of them. Yeah, the White Mantle Priests are Smite Monks. The Mursaat Monks are, like, he looks more like Healing Boy monks. Healer, you know what I mean. They're the traditional kind of monks, you know. Traditional. So I'm going to be careful not to go this way, because I believe that the end of the mission is right there. So to avoid ending the mission early, I'm going to... To avoid ending the mission early, I'm going to keep going that way. Assuming that I'm gonna leave that, I'm gonna even leave that piece of loot there for later. That's how dedicated I am on this idea. No elementalist, even without agony, you probably can do a lot of damage. Oh, there's a ranger boss here, apparently. What does he have? Well, apparently he's a determined shot, but that's not really what I was asking about, Mr. Boss. That's not your elite skill. It's just a skill. Oath shot. So his is oath shot for those of you ranger players out there who might be a bit interested. Ah, that didn't work. I mean, it kind of worked. But yeah, look at that. Now these Mursaat are easy peasy lemon squeezy. But we should probably not be too careless. If we're too careless, then we will probably all die. And then I have to restart this mission from the beginning. And that wouldn't be a good thing. Sure, I didn't need to murder this dude, but doesn't mean I don't want to murder this dude. Death comes you. I'm not focusing the monk, which bit of monks. Mox, you malaka. Here, I'll focus on that one for you. That way you're not just standing there, you're being useless. Is all him. One of the powers of fragility, which is kind of nice, is that if an enemy doesn't have hex removal, but they have Condi removal, is that unless I'm mistaken, it says will they recover from a new condition. So I assume recovering a new condition from a new condition, like also means being cleansed from you, because you're all recovering from it. Which I assume that means you'll be just fine. I assume it means it will also do damage on being cleansed, which is pretty good if I say so myself. Wait, he was healed? I thought you died! Die. So Kratos the fool. The foul, not fool. Foul. An enemy most foul. The fact that his health is not going down makes me annoyed. I think his hexes are probably being removed. Alright, we probably shouldn't focus on the DPS right now. We should probably... fall back. Fall back, men! Fall back! I don't want to restart this mission! I definitely think we should have I should have focused on the healers. I was not expecting the priest to actually be efficient at healing people. Alright, I'm gonna wait a moment for these guys to de-aggro from our location before I call back my heroes and henchies to save me. Perfect. I think that's the best I'm gonna get. Nice job clapping that priest. I'm gonna resurrect the healer. There we go. Alright, about that was pretty good actually. Alright, we're live and we're good now, I think. I was expecting to be casting a spell right there, which is why I used my interrupt ability. Attack the priest, and then I really need me more of this call target ability than I have been. I think that's what really would make this go a little bit easier. Fortunately, my auto attacks do is literally 1 point of damage each to each, so it's like not that impressive, but best I can do. Because I already had such a nice high morale boost when I died. I've already cleansed myself of the problem. Unfortunately, that's once again not the Mesmer boss. We got the Ellie boss who gave Thunderclap, by the way, for you Ellie mains out there. That was Thunderclap. I told you to attack him. Sometimes I press space and the end doesn't actually listen to me and it makes me annoyed. Nice job teleporting. These are all jade bows. Let's keep up the march. So we're almost actually back. Well, I was about to say we're almost back to the beginning. Never mind, we're not almost back to the beginning of the mission. We're like almost halfway there, I think. Yeah, I love getting the sweet revenge on these Mursaat, though. They caused quite a lot of problems up until now. I would like to be able to repay them in kind. Boom. And now we just have to deal with these lowly white mantle. There we go. I definitely am liking fragility. I think it's pretty dang good. Oh yeah, also progress report on that little. Oh, blast the hey, there's our Mesmer boss. He's right there. Just one group to go, and then we get the energy surge elite skill. Let's wait a moment for my energy to regenerate because I have no energy right now. I might as, just in case this is like another group pops up or anything like that, we want to make sure we have our full repertoire of energy. Got my eye on you. The energy surged me. How rude! Just because I've been interrupting you and all that stuff doesn't mean it's okay. And boom! We now have unlocked energy surge. Let's play with our new toy, why don't we? Might as well enjoy for this mission the fact that we now have 2 elite skills. It doesn't happen every day. Especially 2 elite skills that actually don't conflict with each other. How much is the energy surge? Is only 5 energy? That's pretty nice. Energy surge is basically just a free damage skill too. So it loses 6, so basically all enemies will take 54 points of damage just based off of that. I just used my big brain math skills right there. So right now, basically, if I went for my build right now is very much a DOT, but I guess an energy surge build is probably going to be just a big deletion button, I assume. Yeah, definitely, when I can afford it, I want to make another set of armor for this boyo. That way I can, that way I can get, that way I can just make use of energy surge as well and decide which one I like more. So this is the bonus, Shining Blade Scout Rider.
Welcome, friend.
When I got caught, a Mursaat called the Inquisitor and interrogated me. He just took my thoughts from my head. Well then, he found out we were heading to Thunderkeep to help the dwarves. Please catch him. So an enemy just respawned up there, but thankfully, you know, we kind of killed everybody between him and us. So I don't think this is going to be a bit of a problem unless they respawn the whole section, in which case I'd be kind of pissed. Apparently, it's not just the target foe who takes damage; it's adjacent foes as well. That's what we call them. Nice. We did it. Okay, team. Now let's go back and finish this mission. With the use of our dual elite skills, they're no match for us. I was about to say we are no match for them, which is a bit of a different thing that I wanted to say. Now it's just walking, because there's nothing left to murder. Now all we need to do is just walk. But the one thing I was... but yeah. When I mentioned the progress report earlier, before I got so rudely interrupted by the... Well, I say rudely interrupted, but more about... I was very excited to find that we found the Mesmer boss. Is that... the progress report on the Savage Worlds things, I've basically finished... Ranger's done. The only thing with Ranger I need to do is like spend like 5 minutes touching it up and then splitting off some of the things that I baked into the Ranger class into separate edges. That way, because I think as is, Ranger is a lot more powerful than Warrior, like a lot more powerful as an edge on its own compared to Warrior and Assassin. So basically I'm going to split off, I'm going to keep the pet naturally as default. But I'm going to take the pet skills, which you normally get by investing in Beast of Master in Guild Wars 1, you know. I'm going to separate that into an edge. That way, if you want, the players want to have a pet, they can just dip into Ranger and they'll just have a pet. But if they want a strong pet that they can use, they have to invest another level into getting that edge as well. Which I think is pretty good. That's a fancy looking portal. I wonder if that's... Can I go? What happens if I touch it? Henchman, you stay back. What happens if I touch it? Nothing happened. What? Except my camera goes all crazy. Interesting. I wonder if this is all made of bloodstone. It's pretty cool. Pretty cool. I like it. Alright, well, what we're going to do is we're going to just basically use our magics to blow up this Seeker here. Mox. I was going to say, Mox, you're kind of going to get yourself in danger right now. And there's Marcus over there, I assume. Yeah, Marcus, he's just kind of waiting there patiently, ready, waiting for us to murder him. How nice of him. Ah, I'm gonna die! I like how I talk about murdering him and then and then I am about to be murdered. So it's like, who's really doing the murdering now? There's still that one White Mantle Seeker right there. Might as well kill him before we kill the boss boy. Who now has no friends to help him. Never mind about the no friend. Oh, this is the barrage boss. So those of you Rangers who need barrage, this boils for you. That was a pretty easy kill. Yeah, barrage is a pretty good skill, but I've never liked it, if I'm being honest. I've always found barrage to be a skill. It's like I like when it works, I'm like, oh, I'm doing damage, but then it doesn't work, and I'm like, this sucks. You know what I mean? So Marcus the Betrayer has been destroyed.
May the deaths of all whom you betrayed weigh heavy on you in the afterlife. Death is too good for you, Marcus. May your tortured soul never find peace.
Vengeance for the win. The Delgera dwarves need assistance. They're being murdered. Outnumbered. I mean, they're posing Stone Silver Dwarves are a lot better armed than they are, if we're being honest. So that probably is giving them an advantage. Though it is interesting how there's a three-way war between the White Mantle, the Stone Summit, and the Delgera dwarves.
The 1st and 2nd regiments have fallen, and the stone summit has raised their flag over Thunderhead Keep. My king, the fortress is taken.
Sound the horn of retreat, Breknar. We will cut our losses and regroup.
Get yourself to safety, brother. Deldrimor cannot afford to lose its capital and its king in the same day.
Guards, with me. We are leaving.
Things aren't looking so good for these here dwarves. We're at Thunderhead Keep, a famously hard mission that we're going to be doing next time. Almost a full hour to complete that mission. Though admittedly, it was part of it was because the fact that I, Scrub, died the first time and barely succeeded the second time. So you guys might have it a bit easier than me because you're probably better at this game than I am. But don't let that get to your head too much, okay? If you guys liked the video, press that like button down below. Subscribe to see more of the content, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye. I dropped it.